viewers, here at Ultimate Fitness Training once again, Jet Fitness, and today we're doing a video about on how to overcome hurdles. Now we all do it, whether it's a new job, whether it's a new venture, whether it's coming to the gym, whether it's starting a new diet. We all have those sort of bad days and those sort of, like, if you like, anxieties on how to basically become our greatest version on that aspect of our lives. So I'm going to give you a few tips, of which is very important to apply when you start a new hurdle. And one of the biggest things is, don't expect too much too soon. Now, that's not saying that you've got to have low expectations, but what it is a lot of the times is people think they're starting in a gym and they're going to end up like a fitness model within a couple of sessions. It's very unrealistic. So what I'd advise you to do is to basically set up very small milestones, which could be a lot of the times is participation. What I mean by that is, instead of you saying, right, okay, I need to be say 2 stone lighter by the end of the month, which is a great goal, but realistically, is this really going to be realistic? It's more the fact that you're going to follow a right diet, the right training, and you're going to be consistent for the whole 2 months until you actually get those results. Okay, now one of the things I find in training people all these years, and having read over 1,800 books in the area of physical development, training, psychology, coaching, you name it, I've done a lot, and being self-educated as well as university educated, one thing I found is people in nowadays want results without actually understanding the procedure on how to apply themselves in what they have to do. Now, what we tend to do is we tend to sometimes learn about the thing you need to learn about, so i.e. they'll probably read loads about nutrition and they'll read loads about training, but when it comes to the application of it, they tend to fail on the application. Now, it's not about sometimes how much you know about, it's what you do about. And what I mean by that is overcoming them hurdles is about doing. It's not about thinking about it, it's not about dreaming about it, it's not about talking about it, it's about doing about it. And that's what's really going to make you overcome those hurdles. And then is the consistency that you apply on day 1 to day 2 to day 3 to day 4 and to day 5, and off you go. And this is why one of the most famous sort of phrase I use with clients is keep the momentum going. And I use that in my own training. Now, you can ask any top athlete, if you like, and you may say, oh, what is the best session you can do? They won't be able to tell you, because there's not one session that can do that's going to change their physique or their performance. It's a numerous hours of training in combination of a good diet, a good training regime, a good rest regime, a good supplementation regime, and obviously a lot of other things that they do that causes them to be who they are. Not just one particular fashion of training, not one particular fashion of diet that will fix that. So this is one of the things I find that a lot of people, when they talk about overcoming hurdles and stuff like that, one, they exceed their expectations, so they want results to come bang, like that. Okay, they want to join a gym, or they want to find a trainer, and they think that trainer within 2-3 weeks, all of a sudden they are, this big athlete or this big fitness model. It doesn't work like that. Even sometimes after 6-7 months, you ain't going to see a huge amount of development. It's like a bit of an iceberg. You've got to create that foundation in order to really get the results. Now, the other thing that may lead to this as well, and is very linked with this, is when you get the results, is how do you maintain the results? Because, excuse me, what a lot of people tend to find is they say, for instance, they've got a goal and they reach the goal, or they're nearly there. And because they're nearly there, or they almost got the goal, or they've got the goal now, they tend to let themselves go. And believe it or not, this one thing that I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, in all my career that I've done in fitness, one of the things I find is people struggle not so much to achieve a goal, because achieve a goal a lot of times is, I find achieving a goal is the easiest thing. I think the hardest thing is to maintain that goal. Because it's almost like, if you like, you prepare yourself to have an amazing job. Okay, you go for the interview, you've done your research, you've got the accreditations to get the job, and you got the job, and all of a sudden you can't keep the job. And this is the thing about getting goals. You get the goals, but can you keep the goals? because a lot of the times, this is what a lot of people struggle, is they get the goals really quickly and all of a sudden, bang, they lose the goals that they've so worked hard for. And this is one of the things I always advise people to do, is get the goals, but then have an action plan, which is as good as a goal, to maintain the goals you worked for. And that is what you really want to do. And this is what I want to say, become your greatest version. Becoming your greatest version don't just mean, you know, i.e. come to the gym and lose a couple of pounds or lose a couple of stones and all of a sudden end up putting those 2 stones back and not becoming fitter, stronger, healthy version of yourself. It's about slowly creating footsteps in order to become, obviously, slimmer if that's your goal, or more muscular if that's your goal, or stronger if that's your goal. But then it's to maintain that level. And sometimes throughout the year your goal may change. Maybe in the winter it might be a case of you maybe bulking up a little bit more. Maybe in the summer you want to look a little bit leaner on the beach or parties or whatever it is. You may look a bit leaner. And those goals may differ throughout the year, but you've got to realize is once you get the goals, can you keep those goals? And that is really the big thing. But obviously, as you guys know, I do loads of videos about training, nutrition, supplementation, positivity, psychology, you name it. And I like to talk about a lot about these sort of subjects, because a lot of the times it's not just about the training, because anyone can come to the gym and get pumped up and throw a few weights about or throw a few vipers around, and all of a sudden they think that's all they've got to do. There's more to it. There's a lot more to it. The psychology side of it, the motivation side of it, the nutrition side of it, and then how you put all these together and do it day in, day out. And that is really the biggest thing. Anyway, there's another video for you guys here. Thank you very much, obviously, for like, sharing and subscribing to my channel. You can catch me up on Instagram, which is Carlos Trainer 10. Also on my YouTube channel. I do apologize, I haven't been hugely active on YouTube. For obvious reasons, we've got a lot of projects up and coming, so I have slowed down on the production of videos, but now I think I'm going to start doing more videos for you guys. Keep checking out our, obviously, Instagram, as I said, which is Carlos Trainer 10, and also on our YouTube channel, which is Carlos Trainer. And with all that said, guys, as always, stay happy, stay healthy, stay fit, and have a beautiful day. Take care.